Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to my boy FBK. He did shoot us a $5 donation. He said Boruto cuts his own eye to stifle Heat Momo from killing Sasuke and returns Sasuke Reaper Death Seal's Momoshiki's soul. You are welcome.
To be honest, that's one of the things I was kind of talking about. How it's possible that even
Yeah, I
like
think
someone
right.
like
I think you
Mitsuki,
just
like
said that.
yeah, like even like some of the good guys could give Boruto that scar just because of the sheer fact that Momoshiki does pop out. And if they do want to kind of snap Boruto out of it, one of the main ways to possibly do that is like attacking the right side of Boruto. Yeah, that's definitely possible. But also like the Reaper Death Seal is something I was thinking about as well. I got a big FBK thinking elite. Like if hypothetically, could someone even like Reaper Death Seal that like the Momoshiki and Boruto thing is complicated, but even like an Ishiki Otsutsuki, like who would be more as powerful enough to possibly Reaper Death Seal like an Otsutsuki member? Like I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure if that can even. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that can even happen technically. Because we know they're on like a higher plane of power. So to get them weakened to the state of trying to use that, it will have to be somebody like shoot, man. Naruto and Sasuke will have to fuse, bro, in order to get them like to like purely be weakened. Because when Hiruzen did that to Orochimaru, like that fight went on for a minute, and Harrison had him wore down a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So
Couldn't
I
even
don't
do it
know.
fully. All he did was take his arms. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to be but this idea, this is definitely a good idea. The only thing is, I don't necessarily know how they'd kind of separate Boruto and Momoshiki, and I'm not even sure if they'd even want to separate Boruto and Momoshiki at this particular point. Momoshiki might even be viewed as an asset to Boruto. If Boruto generally like actually like always takes control of his body, like doesn't necessarily lose control, like how Momoshiki is kind of banking on Boruto to do.
That's kind of funny. Like what Boruto uses like a shadow clone jutsu and like transfers Momoshiki's like chakra essence into that one clone, and then like uses Reaper Death Seal to fold Momo. That'd be funny.
I
Um,
wish.
yeah, no, I think the whole getting rid of Momoshiki thing is kind of at least like his power or whatever. Like I think that's pretty much done with. I think they're gonna go the Kurama route at some point. So yeah.
Do you have a problem with them going the Kurama route?
Not really. If they write the story well, because you can do whatever you want to as long as the story's well written. You know what I mean? So I really don't have a problem with it. I do think it'll be fun to explore. This is something I want to dive deeper into because I don't really see a lot of content creators really talking about this often. Like the afterlife, these like what's the difference between like the Reaper from the Reaper Death Seal, that like that death god, and like Otsutsuki gods, quote unquote, or like whatever Shiva is. um that kind of stuff is really interesting to me, or like whatever god, Jashin or stuff like that. Like there seems to be different types of deities in this verse, so that seems to be interesting. And also like ethereal weapons, right? I was playing around with the idea of Boruto is in the Pure Lands, he can meet Itachi, and Itachi's like, I have a present for you, and he gives him like the Yatamir or Totsuka blade, and then Boruto comes down and gives it to Sarada, her like Mangekyo Sharingan awakening from his death. I think that could, like, stuff like that's really interesting. I want to explore like the ethereal weapons, the gods and stuff like that. But um,
Yeah, that would be
I
fine.
don't I
Kind
don't
of
know.
kind of like how when
Yeah.
Shenron seen Beerus for the first time, it was almost peed on himself. Like, nah, that's the real god. Like that's the guy.
Yeah, but I actually don't think Otsutsuki are all that powerful, if I'm being honest with you. Um,
I
there's
think it
there's
depends on which one.
there's a lot of hype, a lot of pomp, and around the Otsutsuki, like Kinshiki. I mean, one minute he's fighting like Sasuke, but there's some context there with Sasuke being like weakened, something less than he was, um, because he had to go to that dimension, which took chakra, and he had to save chakra to get out of that dimension, right? So he's something less than he would be. Um, but then you have like Shikamaru, who can catch Kinshiki in mid swing with his shadow paralysis jutsu from a distance away. Of course, there's some context there, of course, but the stuff like that's really, and he's able to like hold both of them in his shadow paralysis for a period of time. So that kind of stuff, I don't know, man. Like he's getting his movements are being perceived by Chochiro, and he's getting punched around by the Tsuchikage. It's
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like that.
that's exactly what I was just made a video about. I was like Kawaki versus the Kage because at this point, bro, it definitely got to be something like come on now, we need to see Kawaki in action against someone other than Boruto and an Otsutsuki. You get what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
to show his dominance over like everybody. Like, yo, y'all not stopping me. You get what I'm saying?
it
The,
could be cool.
the thing is, I don't necessarily think it'll be a fight, bro.
Yeah, it won't, bro. It won't. It won't.
Yeah,
It'll be
I think
I,
it'd be more symbolic, if anything. Like, oh, he beat the Kage. Oh, the Shinobi world, it really is
something like
screwed.
Sasuke. Like when Sasuke pulled up to the Kage and
yeah.
it's like, yo, like, and then like, the Raikage like beat that man down. Like the Raikage, I don't care. The Raikage was whooping them. If it wasn't for Gara, our man's would have been done.
Yo, I'm really trying to think. Like, is there anybody that holds like that level of stature that the
Shout
Kages
out
did
to
back in the day? Like, we
Hancock.
know that these are the strongest guys. That like no one really, because right now Kawaki, Boruto, and Damon, they're like the strongest guys right now.
Hold on, what did you say?
Yeah, but
They,
it's no Suski level threat. So they gotta, I mean Kawaki being no Suski level threat, they gotta go ahead and do something about that. They
yeah,
have to.
yeah, definitely. The thing is, as I said, like Momoshiki ran through the five Kage. That like,
Yeah,
and
bro.
Kawaki, it might be a body bag. It might be worse. Like now, he might actually kill all five of them. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I ain't sure, but I get your point. We need to fight so Kawaki can like establish like how strong he actually is. The problem, however, is with the Kages. I just think they all get one shot. They all get one shot. But
You know how these writers do. So they could possibly make it where as though, they'll fight Kawaki to like an edge and like, Kawaki's probably like learning that, oh damn, I have chakra, and I have to calm down or I'm not gonna be able to keep using this, dojutsu, and that's why I feel like it's definitely gotta be like some type of down to his power. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? And him constantly using that shrinking technique or constantly summoning cubes or things from different dimensions, it has to be something with that.
yeah. To
I
be
mean,
honest, I wouldn't even mind.
he was stated as a perfect vessel, so maybe it doesn't have any downside. I don't
You're
remember
right.
I don't remember Kaguya saying that she was using too much chakra, open up dimensions or anything like
Facts. Facts. You are
Not
right. You are
the,
right.
the thing
Well,
with
it depends
Kage,
on what technique, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, the thing Kage had like a set amount of dimensions that she could readily go through. I think if Kage was to try to go to like Obito's dimension, I think that would be a lot more chakra.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
when she like warps like them to like those lava planets and the ice planet or whatever, it's stated I think in the data books it takes like an enormous amount of chakra to do that. But she's the only person who can use that technique because she has an enormous amount of chakra. So every time she does that, she's progressively getting weaker and weaker. So she's like it's kind of it's kind of weird, but 'cause she's kind of like just nerfing herself throughout the battle. Like it's kind of strange, but yeah.
See what you mean?
so what you're
What
saying
Kawaki though?
is
Like,
when she was
oh my
opening up the dimensions, she was actually taken away from her chakra.
No, when she because she's doing two things, right? She there's like the whole I forgot the name of it, but the typical thing that Otsutsuki can do, which is where she grabs Sasuke and pulls him into another dimension. And then there's the Rini Sharingan, like world warping type of thing where she like warps them all to a different one. Like when they were on Earth and then she used her Sharingan
Yeah,
and then they were on the lava planet. That
yeah,
that jutsu, that's the one that takes up the enormous amount of chakra.
gotcha.
Yeah.
with the Kawaki thing, I was thinking I wouldn't necessarily mind like a scene where it's like the Mata versus Shinobi Alliance scene where Kawaki just runs through a bunch of people and showcases like a bunch of his abilities. Also taijutsu, let's be honest, but also the animation would have to be elite for that scene. Like we can't be dealing with the regular Boruto animation. Animation got to rival that scene, but I think that would be a decent time to actually showcase what Kawaki can actually do, showcase how dangerous my guy is.
But
Mm.
do you think Kawaki right now could defeat Prime Kaguya?
I don't know, because Kaguya can definitely unless Kawaki learns how to fly, bro. I don't know. He might be done for. Because Kaguya can just summon to another dimension or that acid dimension or that lava dimension and just leave him there. But he could use the karma to get back, of course. But if he don't know how to fly, or if he needs to think quick, like summon one of those cubes to stand on, possibly, I don't know, bro. Because
But they
Kaguya
say all Otsutskis learn how to fly. Like
eventually, but
2 chapters ago, he Amado said that. So he said, "Don't be surprised when Boruto and Kawaki start zipping around." So I mean, if we talking, what are we talking about right now? Or are you talking about like time scale?
nah, I'm
I'm talking
talking
about
about
right now.
in right now. Like
Right now.
if you just drop him in front of Kaguya, bro, I think Kaguya gonna do him dirty. I think it's Kaguya's because if she caught the one up on Ishiki, bro, and Kawaki's just now getting used to Ishiki's power, he's done for, bro. He's not even going. He's not he doesn't know how to use Ishiki's power to the max like Ishiki does, But for him to run into the same person that one up Ishiki, I don't know, bro. Because I mean, if it wasn't for Kakashi coming up with that idea in order for them to actually seal her away, they'd have been done for. Because I mean, Kaya could have really been killed them. I think she was toying with them the whole time. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was really toying with them to
Yeah,
actually get their chakra.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So was Ishiki though.
Yeah, she put them in a whole genjutsu, man. She could have killed them instantly right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. This is a difficult one. I haven't necessarily watched Kage in a minute to actually know specifically what she could possibly do. But it's difficult. Like, do we think that Kage was stronger than Jigen? Because I think that Kawaki's damn near Jigen level right now, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Now, if you say Daemon, I don't know, bro. Kaguya might get slapped around. She might
Where do
get
you
slapped around.
I think she gets slapped around by Damon,
where do
especially with
you
his abilities. Like if he could actually use the reflection ability.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. She's throwing those little ash bone little rods. Oh yeah, it's a dub, bro.
It's
She's done
clinical.
who do
for.
you who do you where do you have Kaguya at her prime though?
What's her
Mm,
prime? Do you think that she was at her prime in the war
Matthew,
arc?
I
think
would probably say against Hagoromo and Hamura,
she already
against
ate the
both of them.
chakra fruit
Where
though.
they,
So,
I think they fought for 2 months, right? Then they fight for a few months or something like that.
but at that
Yeah.
time she ate the chakra fruit, so she still had that in her. So when she fought Naruto and Sasuke, she was at her apex, even though she was sealed away. That's what I would take it.
Mm, yes, I would think I would put Kaguya probably right under Ishiki and Momoshiki. She's that top three. I don't know. I would probably put Kenshiki, but I ain't seen nothing out of Kenshiki but fighting Sasuke a little bit and getting his attack stopped by Shikamaru. You know what I'm saying? It's all I've
Yeah,
seen from him.
yeah.
Wait, so
You know,
do you guys think Six Path Sage Mode Naruto in the Boruto era is stronger than Prime Kaguya?
nah, I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I see a lot of people
I'll say yeah.
you know, I see a lot of people talking about, Shippuden and, and this is what I gotta say. It's yo, listen, you can't throw Naruto into this era right here. When Naruto had Kurama when he first started, you can't put him against Boruto and Kawaki, or Daemon. You can't do that. I don't care if he has Kurama power, because if he would have used that Baryon mode sooner, you get what I'm saying? When they fork, I see a lot of people ask that question, why didn't he use it versus Kaguya? But it's a life or death type of thing. It's Kurama was basically giving his chakra. But if you were to put Naruto now into back then into this, no, Naruto would get stomped out. And I hate to see it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Daemon, you got, Boruto can absorb chakra, Kawaki can absorb chakra. It's Naruto, all his attacks is Rasengan, bro, and Shadow Clone, bro. You feel me? Like different Rasengans, bro. He has hella Rasengans.
He could do damage with that, but
He can do damage, but it's getting absorbed.
yeah, but in my personal opinion, like what I see where Melo going here, because in my opinion, I was kind of like doing the thing. I think adult Sasuke and adult Naruto probably beat Kaguya, but we were kind of debating like a long time ago. Could hypothetically Sasuke and Naruto at their primes could they beat Kawaki now? And after Kawaki got like another triangle, it kind of feels like a bunch of other arguments, like the Superman versus Goku argument, where it's like Goku keeps getting stronger, but it's still a debate. Like Kawaki's still getting stronger, but this is still a debate. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna just say this: Sasuke, like teenage, like when Sasuke fought Naruto, and yeah, bro, that Sasuke right there was different. That Sasuke would kill Kawaki like the first chance he gets an opening. You get what I'm saying? But like, cause Sasuke had more chakra at that point, so he had all the Biju. And we talking about Sasuke that had like all the Biju under control and using their chakra. Nah, bro. I'm sorry, Kawaki's getting stomped out because that's when Sasuke knew it. Like he knew for a fact he knew what to do with that Rinnegan.
Nah, to be honest, I think adult Sasuke prom Sasuke. Huh?
I mean, adult Sasuke's cool and all, but without that arm, bro, I don't know, bro. It's just he lost that badassness, like that,
No, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like
the way Sasuke is portrayed is a bit different. I think the only thing is, Sasuke got faster, stronger, but also gained a lot more abilities with his Rinnegan. Essentially, got a lot more, got used to a lot more. I get the idea that his chakra might have been depleted, especially at that point, because he had damn near all the Biju. But like, I'm not even sure if like a Biju at this stage is like insane. Like, I'm not sure.
It's not. It's really like it's really what you make it. It's like
So,
really what you make it at this point.
What I think
yeah,
is
but,
like people just like say that because the fight was more flashy, like with the Indra arrow and all that. So like people always say that Sasuke was stronger. But yeah, the Biju, I don't think they hold any like relevance in the story going forward.
Yeah, unless it's the 10 tails, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any, but chakra wise, yeah. If Sasuke had one of the Bijus during the time slip arc, that would have been helpful because he'd had a bunch of chakra. But in regards to like how strong like Sasuke would possibly be with them versus without them, in regards to the 16-year-old or 17-year-old Sasuke and now adult Sasuke without him, I don't know. I think the 16 years of training did Sasuke well. I don't think that we'd ever really specifically know until like they actually tell us like, hey, I got this stronger or this much stronger, or I gotten that much stronger, because now he's not that strong. So I don't know.
So let me ask y'all a question.
No,
no, go ahead.
One quick question. Sorry about that. So
that's okay.
What do y'all think would have happened if Sasuke would have kept all of the Biju like as their Jinchuriki, and Naruto would have just kept Kurama at the end?
Like and everything was copacetic. Sasuke would have been.
Was cool. Everything was cool. Like in Boruto, like how their relationship is now. How do y'all think that would have worked out?
Yeah, that's the difference, because now Sasuke has 16 years to train with the Biju to build a whole bunch of kind of different type of jutsus, have a whole bunch of Kekkei Genkais
with the Rinnegan. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, now we're talking about something different. Now we're cooking with different kind of grease. So I'm not sure.
See, that's kind of like what I was like, low key, like real talk. That's kind of like what I was about to ask, because it's like Sasuke at that point is like, what would that like? Because Jigen, he took a long time, of course, to do his plans. But if Sasuke would have actually went through with his plans and killed Naruto and had all the Biju under control, including the Nine Tails and everything else, how would he would have fared out against Jigen? You get what I'm saying? Like, you get where I'm going, right?
I think
because Jigen would have sensed. Yeah, Jigen would have sensed everything. Like, this is why I say Amato is like literally light years ahead of everybody as far as like intelligence in the Naruto verse. And Jigen seemed like, come on, bro, you just sitting at home and you watching like Kaguya about to blow up the world. You like, I ain't gonna go outside today. Like, I'm all right, Like, I'm not going outside today.
But he was alive during that time, so yeah,
exactly. in Sasuke, if you ask me, what if Jigen would have took Sasuke as that vessel? That would have been crazy. Like Sasuke as a vessel to Jigen, because Jigen would have definitely like beat Sasuke's. I mean, I don't know about
Well, they
teenage
was
Sasuke with the
wondering if
Biju.
Momoshiki was like Sasuke's or Naruto vessel. So
You right. You right.
Yeah,
They did ask that.
yeah. It seemed like they was gonna be scared if it was Sasuke. That was the
Yeah,
vessel.
because they was like, oh nah, bro. We good on that.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what is so what does Naruto and the Boruto era have in terms of power?
Sage mode, bro. It's about
right now,
I
or
mean,
Wait, so yeah,
pre nerf?
so he has Sage mode. What else?
Oh, pre nerf or post nerf? How's it going?
Oh, just like six
he,
pass Sage mode, like and like just the I don't know the one that fought Jigen.
does he still even have like he doesn't have no more 6 pass power, does he?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he has 6 pass Sage mode. He just doesn't have Senjutsu.
Oh, okay.
He kind of informed me on that one. But
Okay, so
yeah,
Toad Sage mode, six pass Senjutsu. What
no,
else?
I don't think he has
Uh,
6 pass Senjutsu.
I'll be
Oh
pulling
yeah,
up
it's
to
six pass Sage
Orochimaru.
mode.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, let me hook me up with something, bro. I'll be
So
pulling up to somebody.
is that all he has? Toad Sage mode and six pass Sage mode.
In regards to the
Yep.
power ups, I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. But also the
Yeah.
Rasengan, he has the 5 chakra natures, a bunch of ninjutsus.
Yeah.
Like
He
in
has the
regards,
summoning
in, re-
toads and everything.
yeah, in regards to
So
what Naruto can actually do, he's broken. Like he could essentially do a bunch of things, but what is he gonna do? What is he gonna practically do? Rasengan, shadow clones,
well, just
taijutsu, high level.
stick with me. 'Cause I'm going somewhere here. So
Mm.
okay, so let's say he has like a full nine tails. Cool. He has six pass Sage mode, Uzumaki chakra, Toad Sage mode. Am I missing anything?
Hey,
Four?
Um,
Yeah. Okay. And then of course his
said
various different
12.
techniques and whatnot, right?
yeah.
Okay. So Hagoromo had Toad Sage mode. Um Hagoromo had 100% of his power, not half. Hagoromo Kaguya had the whole 10 tails, not just one nine tails. And Uzumaki chakra, they're just descendants of the Otsutsuki, so his chakra and base just pales in comparison to hers, right? So everything that Naruto has to work with, Kaguya fought. I mean, Hagoromo just has and then some, and then Kaguya fought a full power Hagoromo, um, and then also a full power Hamura for months. And then she wasn't even at her prime because her chakra got siphoned off to them.
You're right during the fight, right?
Well, during childbirth.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
right. But
So
Hagoromo himself is just like, bro, you can't put like if you put Hagoromo against a guy like Jigen or something like that, or possibly like Ishiki, that would be like, I don't know, man. That'd be a dope fight to see, bro.
so
Because Hagoromo, he catches on too quick.
yeah, so then you can say, okay, well, Naruto got stronger over time, but you don't know what he did. And you don't know how that manifested, but you can just say it's a plus because you can't really quantify. Okay, cool. We can't really work with it, but we can just say it's a plus. We don't really know what that does in the battle. All right, cool. So even a Kaguya outside of her prime, because the one that fought Hagoromo and Hamura isn't her prime because they had her chakra. She wanted to get to her prime to fight Momo and them. Right. That was the whole point of that exchange. Um, so she literally has fought better than what Naruto has right now. And well, not right now, but in the Boruto era. Um, and she had more at her disposal as well, right? So I'm trying to figure out like how six pass Sage mode Naruto in the Boruto era like fights and beats Kaguya
Well,
specifically.
we always kind of had this disagreement back when I was a lot more well versed on the Naruto lore, but Naruto doesn't really. It's not necessarily like a copy and paste of the power of the Sage of Six Paths. Naruto always made the power better, and then again, like we could like do the time skip example. Naruto post time skip is a lot better than pre time skip, even though you could arguably make the point that he lost a lot of a lot of the senjutsu, or he lost the senjutsu. He still made it better just because he's Naruto. So like Naruto, even before he got the Sage of Six Paths, he was still insanely strong. Like he was still extremely strong. And once he did gain the Sage Six Paths chakra
Hmm.
and the Senjutsu, it just amplified it. So it wouldn't necessarily be the same power of like Hagoromo, I think like he's just
Yeah.
better. I wouldn't necessarily make that
So
comparison
And,
so
fully.
how do you like quantify that though? Like better
There's no way to
how?
I don't necessarily think
So
there's a specific way to quantify it.
yeah,
hey,
that's why I
Mello.
mentioned like we can just call it a plus, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mello. I'll give you a simple answer. Sexy YouTube. Folds her every time.
Well, not
Yo,
really,
I do want
because
to see what Naruto's sexy juice look like nowadays, bro. I ain't gonna.
bro, it's gonna
He
look like
got it. He
Hinata,
probably got
bro.
it refined, bro. Come on.
It's gonna look like Hinata, bro. We all know this, bro.
I don't know.
Nah, he'll
Yo,
do it
His
with
eye.
dudes. Kage only mess with dudes, so he'll do it with dudes. So
Uh, but
Naruto's
but
sexy
yeah,
juice
no,
probably look
but
like
you
Ice
get
Spice.
but you Jesus Christ. No, that's your sexy jutsu, sir. Okay, stop trying to put that on Naruto. That's what you into, sir. That's what you're into. Naruto's he has a loving wife, okay? His version of sexy is Hinata for sure. 100%, bro. 100%. But like you kind of get like where I'm going with this, right? Like you can say, okay,
yeah,
well, Naruto in the Boruto era. I mean, even if you want to give him like, I don't know, all of Hagoromo's power, I don't know how you get there, but even if you want to give him that, there's still a whole ass Hamura to take into consideration with six pass Senjutsu himself. So I don't know. So she has a better tail beast at her disposal. She's nerfed because her chakra was siphoned off by her kids. Um, Naruto has one half of Hagoromo's chakra. I don't know. We highball Naruto and say like some training that we can't quantify got him to all of Hagoromo. Okay, cool. Hagoromo also has his Toad Sage mode, but he doesn't really use that with six pass. Um, I don't know. I just don't know how he even. I, I don't know.
well,
Like
Kaguya
it's weird.
wouldn't have her chakra either from her kids, so Naruto still have that. So with him
Yeah,
getting
but that's what I
stronger
mean
over
by
the
prime.
years, and so
Yeah,
oh
that's what I mean by prime.
oh,
Yeah,
got you, got you.
yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I was just saying like prime Kaguya, I would say it would be war art, but I hear what you're saying. But we did get another donation, so I just want to get onto that. It was like 7 minutes ago. Um, my boy Rain, and oh, by the way, we do have like 66 people in here. So if you would like to hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. But Rain, he said 19-year-old Sasuke was confident he could take on a threat stronger than Kaguya, even after seeing what she could do.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the reason why I keep on going back to the point where Naruto could have possibly amplified what Kaguruma gave him. Lore wise, like they're talking about Kage like she's him and Wadi like a baby or something like that. Like that's 19-year-old Sasuke. They even talked about a threat stronger than Momoshiki, and we kind of rehash this. Doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're saying it's weak. It could possibly just be bravery, but the way they're talking is just like they don't care about a threat even stronger than Kage. And from what we've seen, like the way they handled base Momoshiki and base Kinshiki, it looked like that power didn't really mean anything to them.
But that point's irrelevant though, because again, Prime Kaguya, who wants to fight off against Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and Urashiki at the time, Prime Kaguya will look something like who she was versus Hagoromo plus Hagoromo's power plus Hamura's power, right? So like that's what she was trying to get to at her apex. Now, even if you want to like say the war arc, she still didn't have Naruto's chakra and Sasuke's chakra. Like she didn't have all her chakra back. And at the time, like Hagoromo wasn't going around spreading chakra around the world. So all of it was like condensed in like a select few people. Pretty much just her and them. Right. So Sasuke felt confident that they can beat Ishiki, right? But that wouldn't have happened the way he planned it if certain things didn't happen outside of his control. You can feel confident about as many things as you want. That doesn't mean it's going to bear out in reality. But
Yeah, true. Delta did feel confident against Naruto, but
exactly.
yeah, I kind of get your point. But in my mind, I kind of look at Prime Kage the way that you're explaining is like kind of like Prime Itachi. Like, yeah, we know we know of him, but like we can't really quantify how strong that person was. And similar to like Kage, we understand that Kage had some sort of form that she had like all of her chakra, but we never really seen that form in action. And
Yeah,
it's
but it's
specifically
easy
with
though,
the
right? It's pretty simple, right? Like
how.
it's the one-to-one thing. Like You have Naruto, and he has one half of Hagoromo's chakra. You have Sasuke, he has the other half, right?
But it's not just Hagoromo's chakra. That's the thing. Like
Well,
Naruto was
wait, hold
elite
on.
even before that.
Well, I know. But so Naruto, so do the nine tails thing. Okay, she has a 10 tails. Better. Okay, cool. You can say it got stronger. You can't quantify it's a plus, but the plus doesn't get you anywhere, so you can't really work with it. Okay, cool. Tail beast,
Mm.
she got that scratched. Okay. Six pass power. He has one half of Hagoromo. Well, you can say, okay, well, he trained over time, but the same problem with the nine Kurama getting stronger over time. You can say it's a plus because you can't quantify it, but you can't work with the plus, so that's scratched. She fought a Hagoromo with all of his power, not just half, plus a Hamura. So I don't know how you get Naruto there, but so that's scratch. His six pass power gets X'd. Okay, then you're like, okay, Toad Sage Mode. Hagoromo had Toad Sage Mode, and he had Otsutsuki Chakra, which makes his base amplifier, which is what Toad Sage Mode is, better. So than Naruto's. So his Toad Sage Mode gets X'd, and then you're like, okay, well, what is he left with at that point? A Rasengan? No, I don't think that does anything for you, right? And the same thing goes for Sasuke, right? And this is just Hagoromo. This is not even factoring like a whole ass Hamura that you have to account for as well. And then you say, okay, well, he gets Baryon mode. Okay, but like Ishiki, his lifespan was linked to chakra, and he kept
Yeah.
using jutsu. And the longer, like the Ishiki that resurrected versus Kashin Koji was his apex. By the time he was fighting Naruto and them in that dimension, he was something less than he was when fighting Kashin Koji, right? Because his chakra was over time he was getting weaker, and then he kept using jutsu, which got him weaker as well. And then Naruto got Baryon mode. It wasn't Naruto's hits that were hurting him. It was the fact that he was making contact that was hurting him.
Oh nah,
Now you can say he was
he
faster,
was
but he
folding
was
him. You saw that
okay.
soul shot.
Wait,
He
but
was
we're talking about the
folding him.
nuance of the fight, not just like what we saw, right? So the context was Naruto was faster than a weaker Ishiki than he was versus Kashin Koji because of the time and the chakra expenditure. So then so that gets him like he's seeing the shit and dodging the stuff with the rods and whatnot. So that's cool. His punches weren't doing damage after a certain point, right? It was just that he was making contact and siphoning off more lifespan. That was the problem for Ishiki, right? And then even after all that, he managed to outlast Baryon Mode Naruto in his weakened state to the point where he just beats him out of the form. And then Kurama's basically a non-factor, and he goes on to like fuck off and die, right? So even in Baryon Mode, right? Like you I mean, it's kind of not really all that impressive in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. Kaguya is actually kind of a monster. Like she's kind of
Exactly. Like, Kaguya's too OP, bro.